Hello, hello. I apologize if my microphone's a little hot right now. Been a while. It's been like, I think like 2 or 3 weeks since the last stream of mine. And as always, I'm always trying out new settings and all that stuff. And sorry, I just had a brain fart. Yeah, it's been a couple weeks, and I'm always trying out new audio levels all the time. So I apologize if my microphone maybe is a bit hot today, but I did some tests before this, and it sounded okay. So just gonna run with it for today, and I'll do some editing before tomorrow's stream. Yeah, let's jump right back into it. Gonna be a Silksong stream today. Last time I think we were fighting a boss. I think that's pretty much all we were doing. Got caught up on the boss. We fought it like 20 times or something like that, and we couldn't get past it. But we're gonna try again. I think I'm gonna keep these charms that I have. I do remember we got this new crest. Almost forgot the name, but I see there at the bottom. Got a new crest. We get like a faster recharge on our silk, I think. Sometimes we get like a little like silk nodules, little things in the air that we can pick up as we fight enemies, which we don't get with this crest here. We're going to keep this new one on, and we're going to keep the compass on for better navigation. But yeah, we can customize each one, you know, and switch off if we need to. Sorry. Let me read your chat here. I'm just noticing that you sent that. Tell Miss Cassandra to call my mom. I don't know if I'm going to do that, but I don't know. If you're there, maybe you can tell her yourself. Or if you come on like Tuesday or something to program. Alright, so if I remember correctly, I think we were in Greymoor when we fought this boss, right? Oh no, we were in the far fields. Wait, no. No, we were over here. Boss is over there on the left, I think. If I remember correctly. Yeah, we have to travel all the way through here. Okay, I remember now. Yeah, it's definitely been a while. I'm probably going to be playing pretty terribly for a while here. Have to get used to these controls, and, you know, anyone who knows about Hollow Knight or Silksong knows it's not a particularly easy game. It's not the hardest game of all time, but it's not that easy either. This guy's already giving me some trouble. Kind of forgotten what enemies do, how to fight them, so we're just gonna have to struggle for a little bit here. Hopefully we don't spend a whole 2.5 hours just fighting the boss. Hope not, but never know. I am seeming to remember now. The boss is somewhere down here. I think it's like the room after this one, maybe? Oh no, it is this room. Yeah, the boss is over there on the left. But I do remember there was a room that we can go into that allows us to reach the boss more quickly. Or I guess a shortcut, you know? I could have just said a shortcut. You know what I mean. We go into here, right? This room. Oh, it's not, because they closed the door. Totally forgot about that. Yeah, there was a room in here. I think this is where we found our new crest. The Reaper crest that we have on right now. I think we found it in this room right here. But they closed the door after we left. And at the end of last stream, this was like our respawn point every time we fought the boss, which was a nice shortcut for us. But now I think we have to travel either from the bellway that we just came from, or that bench above the bellway. And I'm assuming we're going to have to go to the bench, because if we don't, I think we're going to have to spawn where we just were at the very top of the stream. But I think was in the far fields, which is not where I want to be. I'm going to go to that bench. It's a bit of a ways out, but we're going to go to that bench. Have that as our respawn point for the boss. Now, at this point, you might be asking, where have I been for the past 3 weeks? You've been catching up on my videos or anything like that? And I do apologize. I kind of just went on hiatus for no reason. After I came back from a fairly long hiatus. I took like a month off. Maybe even 2 months or something like that. And that was because of my my streaming issues. I couldn't stream for a while. I had some bitrate issues, and some overall just Wi-Fi issues. But I came back for about 2 weeks, I think. I went on break again for another 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And there wasn't a huge reason for that. Nothing's been going on. You might think, oh, something's finally interesting, or something interesting is finally happening in my life. And I would like to say you're correct, but you're not, unfortunately. It's mostly just been a break for having a break's sake. I was just kind of tired, and work getting a little exhausted to a certain degree. I had to do some other stuff with like music. I had to organize a lot of stuff on my computer for that, and that took a lot of time for me to do. Had like trainings for work, meetings, just general busy work for life. Again, maybe it doesn't sound like a reason to take like 2 or 3 week long break from streaming, and for the most part I would agree, but I don't know, I just wanted to take a break, and you know, I'm not really losing anything from taking a break from streaming, to be honest. I'm not losing some kind of side income or anything like that, so I want to take a break, and you know, I'm kind of at my own whim there. Yeah, that's basically it. I just wanted to take a break for a bit. I did. Well, we're back. I'm gonna be fighting this boss for a while. Again, I do not remember how the attacks work here. I think I'm gonna keep my distance for a bit. I do remember now those blades that she shoots out of her legs there. Phase 1 should be okay. I might get clipped by accident just being careless, but phase 1 should be okay. Have to keep our distance. Attack when we get a chance. Oh! Okay. Didn't know they could hit me. I think we're still in phase 1. But phase 2 is definitely going to be a problem for us. This is where we got caught up last time. Mostly because these wind blades here are very unpredictable. Or at least for me, maybe not to you, maybe not to the average pro gamer, but for me they're pretty unpredictable. Oh! Alright. Alright. Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah, I was thinking we might run into a bit of trouble. Alright. I think I've got my head in the game now, though. I do have to be careful on my way. We can get some free money from these guys. We do need a lot of rosaries. I seem to remember we need to buy like $2,000 worth of stuff from different shops. I'm sure there's going to be even more later, so good chance to get a little bit of extra cash. I do need to be careful though. I don't want to lose my cocoon every time I come back. But yeah, I'm okay. I'm not dead. I'm not sick or anything. I don't plan to go on hiatus again. No, I'm kind of setting up a pattern of like streaming for a week and going on break. I don't plan to do that. That wasn't really what I wanted to do when I came back to streaming. I was just kind of, I just had a lot on my plate. I was like, you know what? If I'm going to do anything to lighten the load, I'm going to have to stop streaming for a bit. I'm hoping now that maybe my plate isn't so full. I am still working, I am still doing music, but I think a lot of my busy work that I have to get done is done. And now it's just a lot of, you know, actually getting to work, doing the streams, writing the songs that I want to write, you know, not a lot of file organization like I've been doing for a while. It's pretty exciting. It's a little intimidating, to be honest with you, especially with the writing music. I've been focused on, you know, making it easier for me to write music, but I haven't written any music. And getting my ideas out feels so foreign to me now. But I'm getting into it. I have a few scraps that I'm working on right now. Not gonna say they're ready to share anytime soon, because that's not true. But I'm definitely working on them. Which is more that, or which is a bit more than I could have said a couple months ago. It's getting better. It's getting better. Oh! Oh, your dodge, I just there. Cut out. Alright, let's go again. I do need to remember, I do have these silk skills that I haven't been using at all. I was going to say I have a spear. That's what I've been using for most of the playthrough until this point. But I think we switched it out for a whirlwind. If I do that, yeah, that's still entirely. But I still have these knives that are pretty helpful. Definitely try to make use of those. I'm noticing, as long as I keep getting this cash from the enemies, I think for the most part I can feel free to use these knives during the boss fight. We do get reloads as long as we have some shell shards. I can't remember exactly how much it costs every time, but we're just farming these guys and we should get at least a few reloads every few attempts or so. Alright. So again, nothing really to be learned here. Kind of about trial and error at this point. I gotta keep my distance for the most part. You know, these blades are gonna be a problem, obviously. It's gonna be about managing my skills during the second phase. Which clearly I don't know how to do all that well yet. Alright, I think that's phase 2. Feels pretty fast. Feels like we got here really quickly, actually. Oh. Now what am I waiting for here? Are you gonna get staggered again? Can't remember. Okay, yeah. Alright, alright. Good to know, good to know. What do we have? A stagger in the first phase. Transition into the second phase, which is not a stagger, interestingly enough. You would think between phases they would have like a clear stagger, you know what I mean? Like more wing gets dropped into the ground and then we transition into the second phase. Not quite the case here though. We have a first stagger, the transition, and then a second stagger a little bit into the second phase. I'm not too sure what comes after that. We haven't really survived past that point that many times. There could be a third phase for all I know. So far, we're just gunning for that second stagger, really. Alright. Do the same thing we've been doing. Gunning for that second stagger. Oh, lag, hello. One. So transition. Right? Yeah. Okay. 2 blades means phase 2. If you weren't aware. Oh! These blades are always so dirty. There we go. There it is. Okay, what now? Death, I guess. Doesn't look like much changes at that point, I don't think. Have to be more careful. That's getting on my nerves, man. What just happened? I don't know what just happened there. We got like a heal plus a parry, and then the game like lagged out a little bit there. I don't know what just happened there, but a little interesting. We're playing Creatures of Sonaria. Nice. Don't think I've heard of that game. It feels like very vaguely familiar. Very vaguely familiar. I don't think I know it though. Maybe we will be here for 2.5 hours. I don't know. Oh man, it's gonna be a disappointing start to the week. I can't get past this one boss. That might mean we need to go somewhere else, though. I realize we can probably like force our ways or ourselves through this boss. Probably could just try over and over again for hours until we eventually get through it by sheer luck and force. There's probably something that I'm missing, though. Because I don't imagine this game be quite this difficult this early on. I might be wrong about that. I'm trying to think back to Hollow Knight, because there wasn't any bosses that were quite this difficult this early on in Hollow Knight. But I don't know, this might be different. Maybe the difficulty scaling is way harder in this game. Could be a turning point as well. If I remember correctly, I think we said the Citadel is most likely pretty close to here. So if anything, this could be like the turning point. Once we get into the Citadel, everything becomes like a lot harder. I was thinking the Citadel might be a little earlier in the game. I thought it was just kind of like a early game tutorial type of quest. Like, reach this place to make sure you're competent at the video game type of quest. It's looking like it's more of a prolonged story point. Oh, that was a big deal. That was a big deal, man. That's tragic. See what you have to sell. I can't remember. Care for a drink? My nectar's got a kick that'll warm your shell. Buy a drink? No, I can't afford it. Guessing that's a full heal, though. Something like that. Maybe a full spool of silk. Something like that. I think I'll give this boss maybe a few more tries. Then maybe we'll go see if we can't buy something that'll help us. Go scour through the shops and find something. We'll save up to buy it. That usually helps me when I'm playing a game. You might think to like Terraria. You watch my Terraria videos. Those ones, a lot of times I'll be stuck on a boss for a couple of hours. I'll just go and play the rest of the game for a little bit. Not really, think about mainlining the boss. And I'll just kind of get stronger passively without even noticing it. By the time I go back to the boss, it's a lot easier. We can try try that for sure. I do want to give this a couple more good tries before we do that. Okay, that was lag. Come on now. That was lag.